I've always wanted to be a pirate king!
Alright, let's take a minute to talk about batteries here. Batteries is one of my biggest expenses. I got 18, 20 batteries that I try to maintain around here. It's ridiculous. I'm always buying batteries. Just in one weekend I spent $400 on batteries this past weekend. So let's go a little bit, let's talk about batteries for a second. This one's junk. This is one of my cores. Ugh, this needs turned in. I know that's bad. I got that out of a vehicle that was sitting around for a long time. This one, I don't know where it came from. I think it's one of my old trucks. From way back in the day, before I even lived up here. It ended up snuck in the back of the garage. It's swollen up. I already know that's bad. Look, there's not even a sticker on that one. This one, 915 is a sticker. This one's bad. General rule of thumb, 3 years. Is a pretty good lifespan of battery. By 5, you should really look at replacing it. That's old enough, and the fact that I know that I charged it a few times, got barely anything out of it. I don't even have a battery tester right now. I guess I should buy one. It'd be pretty good. Well, I know for a fact these are junk. Next, we got this battery I just bought. This was for the skid steer, but I ripped it out the next day because I need to put it in something else to get something else started. So that's good. That's 1218. This is 518. This is a good battery, and this was like May of 17, so that's a good battery. So batteries that I buy, I get from Tractor Supply, and they started with the X side, and now they got the Travelers. The difference is about $10 to $15. This one had a 2.5-year warranty. This has a 2-year warranty, so the warranty's also dropped. That's an issue for me because I use those warranties. I save the receipts. I'm looking for another way to fly when it comes to batteries. So if anybody has some really good suggestions somewhere where I can get good batteries that are going to last for a decent price, let me know. Or even better yet, if somebody wants to hit me up, has some connections, give me a sponsorship for some batteries, I'd use it because it's just, I know, don't ask for handouts. No, I'd use it though. These were used to jump some vehicles and work on stuff. So they just need a good charge. And then this one, like I said, I just had that one out of the skid steer. I want to use a good charge before I put it back in there. So let's talk batteries. Down in the comments, let's talk about it. Next thing we're going to talk about is battery chargers. So I have a couple different chargers, styles of chargers that I use, and some of them get used more than others. This is the very first. This is my favorite. Right here. So this, you can't even have a faceplate anymore. This is the best charger, hands down, that you can get. This is a completely analog charger. The problem is it no longer works. So this, I used to use this thing constantly. This was like jump started everything. It had like the jump start button and everything on it, but then it all broke off. This just got used. It started making noises. I don't know. I want to get another one, but every time I'm at the store and I look for like a completely analog charger like this, they don't have them. So I might have to check on eBay. I might have to buy something used. I don't know if anybody has some insight on that. Well, this is the best you can get. Moving down the line, this here is not really a, this ain't a charger as much as it is a battery tender. This thing's great. I have no complaints about this. This was a buddy of mine, and then I started using it. It ended up in my house. I can't remember if I paid him for this yet or not. It's been a couple years. This is great. It has these connections here, so I can plug this like into the Harley. You know, so that this is how I charge the Harley, keep that battery maintained, which it's dead right now, but I just put a battery in that last year. So no complaints about this. And there's also a piece somewhere down the garage where it plugs in. You got the little alligator clips. So that's a good thing to have for like those smaller batteries and for taking care of, like if you want a lawnmower or something like that. This is the replacement to that analog one. It's just like the analog one, but it's digital. So this thing works pretty good. I was actually looking for it for a second. I'm like, wait, did I throw that out? Because maybe it might have pissed me off and ended up in the scrap pile. But no, now I remember this. This was in the boat. So I keep this in the boat compartment. Or at least I was while I had the boat down in Georgia there. Because this is what I use to keep those batteries topped off. I got 2 deep cycles and then a regular battery for the motor. So one runs the motor, the other ones run the accessories, such as lights, the radio, Bluetooth speakers, trolling motor, stuff like that. So this does work, but it is digital, and so sometimes it will geek out on you a little bit. But it has the engine start stop, 55 amps. It's nothing real impressive, but for a regular automobile, this really should do the trick, and it does do a good job at slowly charging batteries up from the dead. You want to put that thing down like the 2 to 6 amp range. It does a really good job at that. So that the electronics are good for some things as far as maintaining the battery, not overcharging it. That's great. But the analog ones are the best for trying to get something to wake up from the dead. Last but not least, I kind of have mixed emotions. And that's this Duralast charger right here. So this will do a slow charge. I'm charge something up slowly too, on the 2 to 6 amps, 40 amp boost, and a 200 amp engine start. I don't like it. It's junk. I'm 50-50 on whether it even works or not. Sometimes it works. It seems like sometimes it does nothing. I will say this: it has a lot of hours of sitting outside and in the rain, so that could have something to do with it. I bought this. I was in a pinch, trying to get something started. The biggest thing I could find at the store at that very second was that 200 amp jump start. I said, cool, that'll work, but it's not near big enough. So you start working with big equipment, big batteries, stuff that's pulling like the crawler 2,000 amps, or my tractor trailers, like you have 4,000 amps there of battery. It does nothing for that, so this needs to get replaced. But the really big, nice ones are really expensive, so I'm waiting to find something used at an auction. Now, once again, I'd love to go talk about, down in the comments, you want to talk about chargers, things that you have success with. Something I want to try out is they got the little battery packs. They're like that big. They're supposed to jumpstart anything, like even diesel trucks. If anybody has experience with those, go ahead, let me know. And if you're watching this and you're within this industry, like, send something out. I'll try it out and I'll give an honest review. So I'm always buying stuff to try stuff out, and I'm real big into reviewing items and what works for me, whether it be chargers, batteries, or anything else. So here's another thing when we're talking about batteries, is these terminal connectors. Man, these right here are about the junkiest that you can get. These were brand new, and as soon as you start tightening them, they're cheap. They start to break away. That's a problem. And then also where this clamps down, they corrode so fast. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do to combat that. I have tried multiple different brands of these kind of connectors. Same thing. They just break and corrode every single time. So I have a bunch I need to fix, but the one on the backhoe is really bad. Like you jiggle the wire around, keep hitting the starter button, and it clicks and smokes and pops. So what I want to do is I'm going to try those solder-on ones. I also have experience with the ones where they crimp on. They're like copper and they crimp on, and you put like a 3/8 bolt down through there for, something that would have. If you had like a battery set up like this, we could screw something in there. You can do a crimp on thing. That works a lot better. But like this battery here, this doesn't have that. All it has is these top posts. So something has to go down on there. So that's what I want to try to fix. So kind of here's what I like. A dustable. Where's my dustable lens? Looking for my dustable. Let me see my dustable. See, look at this battery. This thing's kind of heavy. It already has that stud on there. And then you screw that on there if you have the kind that slips over, like that I complain about. Or you can do a crimp or solder on that comes down in there, just a wing nut. Like this is how it's set up in my boat. It's wing nuts. That way you can pull them out of there, take them over to your charger. That's smart. That's how batteries should be. That's a poor design. But what am I going to do about it? Stuff like the dump truck has a side post that screw in, and because that's a bolt. And when I get those, I don't have a problem with those. It's just these top terminal connectors, these top post connectors. What do I do with my terminal connectors? I lost them. I dropped something. Magnet. Yeah, it's just these. These are complete junk, so I gotta do something else because I'm getting tired of this. And these ones were like $10. You know, I actually buy other ones for like $2 or $3. This is like a store, they sell a bunch of cheap stuff. They're junk. They last longer than these ones do. This is ridiculous. Some other things that I like to keep stored up is diesel cans / gas cans. So, believe it or not, I get most of this stuff for free. I have like a rewards point thing with this gas station. I buy so much diesel there, I end up getting all these cans for free. I think I paid for this one originally, and that's it. These were either found, some of them were garage finds, or like all these style ones I have bought. I had more. I feel like I have more. I don't know where they're at, but nothing real crazy about it. Certain ones I keep to this, just for 2-stroke for the gas ones, and then I'd actually like little ones like this. They're great for like filling up the 4-wheeler if you're out in the or whatever out in the woods. But that now has a leak on there, so it probably has water in it, so it's outside. So we'll just throw that and start a fire then. But kind of moving forward, I'm not going to stop with these gas cans. It's a great thing to have on hand. But I want to get a large fuel transfer tank. But a lot of the reviews that I've been reading online about some of them were pretty much junk. So if you have any good results with an affordable fuel transfer tank with like an electric pump, that's going to go on the back of my F350 there. So if anybody has a good suggestion, something that works for them, it saves me money from having to buy and try stuff. So let's talk about that while we're at it. Alright, so this is kind of like a whatever video. It's just like a short little thing. Nothing crazy. I just wanted to address it because batteries is something I'm always dealing with. And I was kind of just cleaning up around the property. Like I had a bunch of stuff outside scattered everywhere. I'm just trying to get it into the shed, trying to get it out of the weather, clean up things because stuff gets run over and run equipment. I got a bunch of earth moving to do here in about the next month. Stuff like, here's my snow tires. These are studded tires for the plow truck. Went ahead and put them in here. And then collecting buckets up. Buckets are always good. I'm just trying to get everything organized here. I'm going to charge up some batteries. This one's for the skid steer, so I'll charge that one up first. So that's good to go. Skid steer is tore apart right now. And then charge up these other ones. And those cores can just stay down there. I don't know. I think this is out of like a 4-wheeler. So I had to test to see if this one's any good. I think this is junk too. Alright. One thing I want to talk about is tools. So like you see, like for me, it's like chargers. I go through a lot of chargers. I try different batteries, different terminal ends. That's the kind of stuff that I go through, try to figure out what works best. So what's that item for you? So I'd love to talk about it. We can talk about it in the comments down here. And just like any bit of advice you have, any kind of tool that you think's like really handy, that's really helped you out. And you put links down to all that stuff. I'll check it out if it's something that A, I think could benefit me, or B, I guess a contingency B that I can afford, then I'd love to give it a try. So I love buying tools. I'm always buying tools, and that's probably why I'm broke. So hey, you can always send me tools if you want. Just saying, I do need one of those like grease guns that run off the batteries. I have a lot of this D-Walt 20-volt stuff laying around. One of those electric grease guns would be cool. If you want to send me one, I'm not going to say no. Alright, thanks for watching this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead and leave the thumbs up. As I said before about comments, let's have a conversation. So you leave the comments down there. And then if you haven't hit that subscribe button, maybe tell a friend, maybe they can subscribe too. And as always, I have like these shirts for sale. They're kind of crappy, but they're kind of cool. I don't know.